Greetings, everyone. It's Glenn Kellaway from the basement. Happy New Year. It is January 1st, 2024. Man, that year went fast. Wishing all of you a happy, healthy year to come. It should be a great year for everyone. There's no better way to start off the year than getting up in the morning, turning on your computer, going to YouTube, and finding Rob Walker's vinyl tag video of the year, the vinyl tag 2024. I don't know where this originated from, but I've been doing it every year. I've been involved in the vinyl community, and I urge anyone who has a new channel, a channel where you're trying to network with, make friends, trying to gain subscribers, whatever, I strongly encourage you to get involved in this. Do the vinyl tag. Everybody in the vinyl community takes part, and it's fun. And thank you, Rob, for doing it. Rob comes up with 20 questions, and you got to show records and whatever else, but really it's just for the sake of the community and everyone getting together and kumbaya kind of stuff. So thank you again, Rob, and Happy New Year to you and your family. So the first question, your favorite purchase of 2023. This was the hardest one for me to answer. I've bought a lot of records and CDs and a couple of box sets and everything this year, and I can't figure out what my absolute favorite is. There's so many great releases this year. So I just grabbed one at random and went with a recent release of Frank Zappa's 50th anniversary Overnight Sensation box set. And this is fantastic. It's got so much great stuff in it. 2 live shows, the remastered album, outtakes, things. I mean, just a fantastic, fantastic set. I absolutely love it. It's getting a lot of love in my house. So that is going to be my favorite purchase of 2023. The last purchase of 2023, I just did a video. My last video, I just did that on that. So I'll show you. My latest obsession is Ian Hunter. And on, the hell day was that? Saturday, the 30th. I picked up Ian Hunter's All of the Good Ones Are Taken vinyl for $6. Ian Hunter Rant for $1.50. And Ian Hunter All American Boy for about $9. Rant is fantastic. Oh man, I was listening to this yesterday. What a great freaking record that is. Nothing wrong with this one either. I haven't played the vinyl yet, but that was my final purchase of 2023, and I can guarantee you'll see a lot of Ian Hunter in 2024. I am absolutely freaking obsessed. Artist who released 2 albums in 1 year. Going back any year you want. 2 albums. I think the Beatles probably did that early in their career. Who else would have done that? A lot of bands did that earlier on, I think. But I went with the more recent one, 2022, I think. Jack White released 2 albums almost simultaneously. One is called Fear of the Dawn, and the other one was Entering Heaven Alive. I like Entering Heaven Alive. If you're not a Jack White fan because you don't like the heavy guitar and everything, check them out. Check out Entering Heaven Alive. I think you might like this one. Very good album. This, again, more heavy Jack White, which I like, but I hear some people say they don't dig this guy, but he's very talented. So anyway, those 2. What else have I got here? If you could only listen to 1 decade of music, what would it be? Oh my God, it's 60s or 70s, obviously, but I am going with the 60s. I mean, just, 99% of the Beatle albums, some great Stones albums, and Hendrix and Cream, and early Zappa, and The Who, and the Kinks, and how could you not take the 60s? Dylan, the classic Dylan albums, I mean, come on. Manchester, any bands from there? You want to show an album from a band from Manchester? I think I got one. The Hollies were from Manchester. So many hits, man. Bus stop, Carrie Ann, Dear Eloise, Look Through Any Window, Stop, 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 Long Cool Woman in a Black Dress, Just One Look, King Midas in Reverse, Pay You Back with Interest, On a Carousel, He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother. Great band, The Hollies. And Coronation Street takes place in Manchester, my favorite TV show. In 2023, who did you listen to the most? I think by a mile this artist won this year. This was the year of Bob for me. The Fragments box set, the album Shadow Kingdom, taking a flight down to Tulsa and meeting up with my friend Steve from All the World's a Stage and Randall Nelson and going to the Bob Dylan Museum, coming back and going to see Bob Dylan at Massey Hall, getting my hands on a very rare ticket stub from Bob and the band playing at Massey Hall in 1965, which I have proudly framed on my wall, and my greatest artifact that I've ever owned in the music world. It's been a Bob year for me, and I also got to pick up this box set, which was the one I was missing, the Cutting Edge. It eluded me for a long time because it's really expensive, like $160, $170. I found it for $100. So it was the year of Bob, and every year's the year of Bob in my world. Okay, show 7-inch records. 7-inch records. Rob, I don't collect 45s. Not that I wouldn't like to, but so I only have 3. I have the Monkees. First 45, Take a Giant Step on side B, and Last Train to Clarksville, with the picture sleeve and everything. That is one that I proudly keep on display on the Cold Gems label. I won this in a contest. It's a rare record by a man named Herman Stone on the Wolf Tex label. And the song is called Naughty Angel and Dear Little Sweetheart. I believe this is a song from the 50s or something. Anyway, it's kind of rare. Like I said, I won it in a VC contest. My friend Alex from Sweden, who I don't think is doing videos anymore. And last but not least, I made great friends in the vinyl community with a gentleman by the name of Erwin. If you still watch Erwin, I love you, buddy. We connected so well. He's from Germany, and we connected just like twin brothers from different mothers on music. Everything just was, we just loved everything, and a great love of Ry Cooder. And Erwin was so generous to send me a whole bunch of Ry Cooder stuff that he had extra. I got an autographed promo picture. I've got a couple of tour books. I got some promo albums, and I got this 45 and from Ry Cooder right there. Opens up. It's a double record thing. Fantastic. This is again on display all the time. Thank you, Erwin, and Happy New Year to you if you're watching. Okay, who is coming to the party? 4 choices. Oh no, I only wrote down 2. I can pick 2 more pretty quickly. The great Andy Partridge from XTC is definitely coming to my party. Man, that guy is just, I love his personality. I love his talent. I love XTC. He is the number 1 guest for me, Andy Partridge. Any party I have is not a party until Janis shows up. Janis Joplin's coming with a bottle of Southern Comfort, and we are going to have a ball. Then I think I would take, who else is coming to my party? Oh man, that's a tough one, isn't it? 4 people to a party. Keith Moon. Let's bring Keith Moon in. Let's just have a frickin' nightmare of a bash. Keith Moon and John Bonham. Let's just blow it up. What time are the cops coming? Okay, sadly we lost them. Who did we lose in 2024 or 2023, I picked Jeff Beck, one of the great guitar players of all time, one of my favorite albums of all time, Jeff Beck Truth from 1968, with Rod Stewart and Ron Wood, and Nicky Hopkins, I believe, was in the band, maybe not. Anyway, I saw these guys in 1968 in a small club in Toronto called the Electric Circus. Great show, and if you don't have that album, you need to get it. It's a classic. Only listen to music from one country. It has to be England. Come on. Beatles, Stones, Kinks, Who, King Crimson, 10 years after. It goes on. John Mayall and the Blues. It just goes on and on and on. It's not even close. VC Discoveries. Whose channel did you discover? So, I discovered they've all become personal friends. Jason Arsenault, he came on and joined us and then started doing videos after. So I have discovered his channel, Jason Arsenault. Alex from Beer and Vinyl started a great channel too. These guys know their stuff. They're wonderful human beings. They partner with me on the chat on Wednesday nights, which I greatly appreciate. I love them dearly. Rob from Northern Revolutions. I can't remember if Rob and I met in late 22 or in 23, so I'm including him because please help Rob get over 1,000 subs. He's a friggin' awesome dude. He's got a great channel, and please support my friend Rob. And my great friend Marcia P, who lives in Orlando, we got to meet up when I went to visit my daughter in Orlando, and I'm hoping going to meet up again when I go down there in late January. But anyway, Marcia P is another one. So all those channels, I'll put them in the thingy underneath my thing. Album that you bought when you were a teenager. I bought many, but the one that really, first one that came to my mind was Abbey Road. 1969, I was 16 years old. I remember having nothing to do one night and just walking over to the local mall, which was, probably 10-minute walk from my house. And it was called Cedar Brae Mall. And I walked in and they had a department store called Simpson's there, and they had a record department. And I walk up to the record department, I'm just looking around, and I see this sitting on the shelf. I mean, in those days, there was no internet. There was nothing that tells you that something's coming out on a certain date, this is coming out in 2 months. It just appeared. And this is sitting on the shelf, and right away, like being a Beatles freak, I'm just going, oh my God, I don't have a dime to my name. I'm 16 years old. I run home as fast as I can. Dad, please give me the $4.99 or $3.99 or whatever it was to get this record. Please, I beg you. I'll shine your shoes forever. He gave me the money generously. My dad being a cool dude, I ran back to the store and bought this and came home and put it on, and Come Together comes on, and this whole album. Oh man, that means a lot to me. I still remember that. So okay, show me some soul and funk. It doesn't get better than these guys. Sly and the Family Stone. It's my favorite Sly and the Family Stone album, Stand. And this one is great too. There's a riot going on. They're my two favorites. Man, just amazing stuff. Oh, one more. I'll show one more funky one. The Funkadelics. Maggot Brain. Wow. Those maggots will eat your brain if you listen to that record too much. A record everybody has and one nobody has. Well, Rob showed the same record. Pretty hard not to show it. Rumors. Everyone either has this or should have it. Rumors. It's like, I don't know if there's another album that transcends generations that more than Rumors does. A recent pickup for me, I'm not sure if anybody else would have this or not. I'm going to challenge you. Anushka Shankar, Between Us, a live album with Metropole Orchestra with Jules Buckley and Manu Delago. Now, let me know if you got this one. Beautiful record. I mean, I listened to it yesterday. It's absolutely gorgeous. Anushka is such a wonderful composer, and the way she plays the sitar, and with the orchestra, it really added to it as a live performance. It's a freaking outstanding album. Anushka Shankar. Try and beat that one. A record by a famous female artist in 2023, my girl, Lydia Lovelace. Her newest album, Nothing's Gonna Stand in My Way. Great pop, alt, whatever you want to call it. Lydia is fantastic. Great songwriter. Just a great, great record. Give this one a listen. Nothing's Gonna Stand in My Way, Lydia Lovelace. Okay. Your fave video that you made and the fave one you watched. So they kind of connect. Our great friend, my great friend and fellow Cosmic Torpedo, Sam St. John, reached the great milestone of 1,000 subscribers. Our mutual friend Steve from All the World's a Stage did a video trying to help Sam out, moving on from 1,000 and where he should take his channel. It was kind of a roasting, kind of a fun video. And he suggested, because of Sam's beautiful hair, that Sam change his name of his channel to Sam St. John in the Hair Salon. Within 2 seconds, I'm singing Sam St. John in the Hair Salon. I wrote this song for him. I recorded it and uploaded it in like 2 minutes, and that was my favorite video of all the videos I've ever done. I loved it. I think I got 300 views, which is like more than I ever thought I'd get on something like that. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It's kind of fun. Show a 90s classic. You know, I'm doing a what the heck happened to the record? I lost my record. That's weird. Oh, I'll just have to talk about it. What the hell did I do with it? There it is. Doing the album exchange with Marcia P, Steve from All the World's a Stage, Larry Graves, Canadian Stud Muffin, and Chris Levine, who's a podcaster, totally cool dude, knows a lot about music. We all have our own tastes, and we all have ways we listen to music and everything. It's actually quite interesting to see people's thought processes and how they review an album, what they like in music, and you try and present an album up for review for 4 other people that you think they might choose to review. Like, it's pretty challenging. One of my favorite albums of all time from my favorite Canadian band came out in the 90s, and it's called Lowest of the Low, the band, and Shakespeare My Butt. I freaking love this album. I could play it 1,000,000 times and probably have. And I presented it. Steve and Marcia both took it, and they both didn't like it. I can't believe it. Now, Rob, because you're a fan of, like, I think Elvis Costello and all that kind of stuff, I strongly urge you to listen to this album and let me know what you think. Shakespeare My Butt, Lowest of the Low. Please put this up on Spotify or on YouTube and give it a listen. It's a great frickin' record. Thank you. Okay. If I could walk into an album cover, this was a challenging one too, but you know what I chose? I chose this. Neil Young, live at Massey Hall 1971. Now there's Massey Hall right there. When you're walking down Shooter Street, which Massey Hall is on the south side, that big sign is there, and that sign's been there for 100 friggin' years. And and there's Neil playing at Massey Hall. So I envisioned myself walking into this cover so I could walk into Massey Hall and see Neil Young perform there, which I have done. And then, but to be able to walk back in the green room and watch Neil warm up. So that's the one I picked. There's only a couple more questions here, folks. Feels like a greatest hits album. Man, the first one that comes to your mind, Cosmos Factory, which I need to get on vinyl. I don't have it on vinyl, but this album should have been a great. Every song, like uh, Traveling Band's on this, Looking Out My Back Door's on this, Run Through the Jungle's on this, Up Around the Bend is on this, Who'll Stop the Rain, Heard It Through the Grapevine, As Long as I Can See the Light are all on this. Plus songs like Ramble Tamble, Before You Accuse Me, Ooby Dooby. I mean, this is a hits album, but it's a studio album. So that's number one. I think that's poster child for that question. And an album that turns 50 in 1974. Now, I'm looking forward to doing a video on all of my favorite albums from that year that are going to turn 50. But I picked The Who's Quadrophenia. Now, with the great box set that they put out last year for Who's Next and Lifehouse, I wonder if there's anything going to come up with Quadrophenia, because this is just my favorite Who album. So I'm looking forward to that. Rob, again, thanks for this. 20 minutes to do this, man. That was a lot of work pulling all that stuff. But I do it for you. Anyway, have a great day. Happy New Year, everyone. Take care.